welcome back to another episode of Screwston Media TV, man. We here live, man, with the real Kirk, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm alright, chilling.
Man, how your 2021 been going, man? I see you been working.
Shit been going good. I got out of jail recently. I got out of jail, what was it, January 31st, basically February. I got locked up last year, September, so that was like September, October, November, December. I was locked up like 4 or 5 months. And then I got out, and I dropped my first music video, and I've been working since then, but, you know, I've been caught up in the streets, dealing with bullshit, but I've been grinding.
Right. Okay. So, let everybody know where you're from in Austin and all that, you know, before we get back on that subject we were just talking about. Let everybody know where you're from in Austin.
Shit, I'm from the north side, feel me? From the 5-3. Grew up in Rumberg. Moved back and forth all over Rumberg. Moved to the 5-8, that's another hood. I'm from the 5-3, so. It's two sides to the north side. It's the 5-3 and the 5-8. They split. It's like it's a main street called North Lamar right here. Basically splits the hoods in between, but not really. I don't even want to put it like that. You know, it's really how it is.
Right.
I'm from the north side though.
Okay. Speaking of Austin, you know, like being from Houston, you know, when we look at Austin, you know, not to be disrespectful, you know, we always think about like, you know, like the views and, you know, the Texas Longhorns and, you know, stuff like that, you know, South by Southwest, Texas Relay, stuff like that. So, kind of give the people, you know, the culture of Austin, because, you know, a lot of people don't really know about the culture of Austin. You know, we know about San Antonio, Houston, Beaumont, Dallas, stuff like that, but we don't really know about Austin. So, kind of explain it to the people so they can know.
Shit, Austin, we got ACL, right? That's what it's called? Austin City Limits? Bro.
Yeah.
We got that, really. We got, what the fuck we got going on in Texas? It like, no, it really don't be shit. That's why it's really slept on. And we really don't got no, like, we got Quinn in the Fan.
Yeah.
You know, he made it, he put it on, but the rap scene really, culture out here just, Cap City, you feel me?
Yeah.
A whole lot of that.
Yeah, the capital for sure, man. You know, so, you know, I'm just trying to get that cleared up, you know, because like I said, you know, a lot of boys don't really know. Because, like, when I decided to move to Austin, everybody was saying, what's Austin? I'm like, man, you know, Austin live. Austin got the, you know, like, you know, I feel like it's a progressive city. I feel like everybody moving here because, you know, Austin's going to be the next big city in Texas. You know, Houston, Dallas already kind of big and all that, but I feel like Austin is the next one to, you know, come up. You know, Austin is passing up San Antonio. San Antonio big, but Austin really.
Yeah, Austin really coming up. I ain't gonna lie, the city getting big, city getting better, everything just growing. Crime growing, poverty growing.
Right.
I mean, you know.
So do you feel like, you know, they kind of they gentrifying the city too fast? Because I see a lot of neighborhoods, you know, starting to kind of change a little bit, especially like the east side. You know, they buying up all the property, you know, putting these expensive properties up. So do you think that's happening all over the city?
Yeah. Hell yeah. You could really you could drive around any part of the town, and you gonna see like buildings getting tore down, houses getting tore down, like they just building new everything, fancy houses, fancy building, fancy everything. It's just like, you know, they trying to make it better. They want to grow the city. I don't know how to put it.
So shit, how do y'all still survive out here knowing that, you know, all the prices and stuff going up with the apartments, the homes, the taxes? Like, how do y'all survive, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm barely surviving. Every day, we living a day by day. It should be. Price is crazy out here, you feel me?
Yeah, I know, because I'm paying $1,200 for a 1-bedroom. I'm like, god damn, man, Houston, that'd been like $850.
I don't even know, really. It's crazy out here. Like, I say if you want to get like a little apartment, you probably had to get to like a roommate or something.
A roommate, yeah, that's what everybody said.
Just go have fuck it, cause really, if you ain't got it like that, you ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna lie. If you just wanna be out to, I don't know what you gonna do. If you ain't selling drugs or working, I don't know, you can't survive. You gonna go broke, you gonna go homeless or something.
Right. I was just about to ask about the homeless problem. Do you think that's why the homeless rate is kind of higher here than all the other Texas cities because of that?
Yeah, you could, man, right down the street, especially the highways, they get filled with like homeless people. They got the tents and everything. It's crazy, but I don't know. I could never see myself in that position. So.
Nah, niggas don't grind for show, you know what I'm saying? Make sure niggas not homeless for show, man. But let's move on to the music. When did you start rapping? I know you were saying you really only been rapping for a while. So what kind of made you get into rapping and really want to take it serious?
I don't know. I always liked me. I never really listened to music growing up, cause I grew up a lot with in like a Mexican family. You feel me? So it was like they listen to music, but it was Spanish music.
It wasn't no rapping out there.
Holler that. No, I listened to rap music, but it was like the radio and shit, like bullshit. I'd be out there just playing, doing bullshit, doing something, but then I started listening. How do I say? I was growing up, boom, going through more shit, and it was like I started listening to like lyrics and music, and I could like I could feel them. I could feel what they were saying and shit. And I just started liking music more and more to the point where I wanted to, make my own music. I started making music like, when was it, like 8th grade, 7th grade? It was on my phone though, that shit was whack. That shit was really whack, I ain't gonna lie, but I put it out there and they was fucking with it.
Shit, we all started like that, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Then I deleted all that shit like 2 years later. Boom. Got caught up in, more bullshit, trouble, jail. And then out of nowhere, I actually, like, I wanted to rap, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I just need the money, that's all. So, one day, last year I recorded Open Scars. And I recorded my first video to that hoe this year, but I was supposed to drop the song last year, but I went to jail like a week later. And then I got out. I had the audio, I dropped it, boom, like a week after I got out. And then I was on house arrest for like 5 months, so I couldn't do nothing. I was staying right here though, I was staying somewhere else.
Right.
Then for like the last 2 months of house arrest, I moved over here back to the north with my brother and shit. And then I recorded the video here while I was on house arrest at Open Scars. Boom, I dropped it. And it got like 6K, about to hit 7K. And I was like, I know I could do better than that though, so.
Now, which ain't bad though, like 7K, that's organic, cause I know a lot of boys that pay for their views and all that, so that's organic, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some solid numbers right there. A lot of artists will never get them kind of numbers. So for you to get 7K, shit, that's really live though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's really all promotion, but I ain't even promoted like that or I wanted to just cause I ain't really had the money for it. But,
right. Now 7K still good.
7K, alright. It got attention from a couple like not big artists, but like some known people, so I was like, alright, I'm fucking with it. I feel like I could beat somebody. I just gotta do it. But I really, I don't know. I've been rapping ever since. Like ever since I started going through more shit, I started actually rapping.
Right.
I could relate to what I was saying. Like it was actually like, it probably sounded dumb back in the day, just cause the way I put it out there, but now it's like I can actually put my feelings into my music and shit. So that's live, I fuck with.